Hey assistant, how tall is the Empire State Building? I couldn't believe it when my doctor told me that something I'd been throwing in my holiday ham was actually more valuable than gold in medieval times. But what shocked me even more was what happened when I started drinking clove water every single night for 30 days. My chronic cough that I'd had for 6 months? Gone. The constant mucus in my throat that made me sound like I was gargling marbles cleared up. My energy levels through the roof, and I'm 72 years old. If you've been struggling with respiratory issues, constant colds, or that annoying tickle in your throat that just won't go away, you need to hear this story, because this simple remedy that cost less than $5 changed everything for me, and it might just change everything for you too. My name is Margaret, and 6 months ago, I was that person constantly clearing their throat in public. You know the one. Everyone turns around and looks at you like you're about to cough up a lung. I was embarrassed, I was tired, and I was spending a fortune on cough drops and over-the-counter medications that barely helped. My grandson didn't want to sit next to me because he said my coughing was too loud. That broke my heart. I went to 3 different doctors. They all said the same thing. It's just post-nasal drip. It's common at your age. Here, try this antihistamine. But nothing worked. I was starting to lose hope. Then, one afternoon, I was scrolling through Facebook. Yes, we seniors do scroll. And I came across a post by Dr. Eric Berg about clove water. I'll be honest, I was skeptical. Cloves? The little brown things I stick in oranges at Christmas? But I was desperate, and it was cheap, so I thought, what do I have to lose? That decision changed my life, and today I'm going to share with you exactly what I learned, how to make it, what happened week by week, and the mistakes you need to avoid. Now, before I tell you about my 30-day journey, let me explain why clove water is so powerful, because when you understand the science, you'll be more motivated to stick with it. Cloves are the dried flower buds of the clove tree, and they've been used in traditional medicine for over 2,000 years. In fact, during the Renaissance, cloves were worth more than their weight in gold. Why? Because they contain a compound called eugenol, which is one of nature's most powerful antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory agents. Research published in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research found that eugenol can kill bacteria that cause respiratory infections, including some antibiotic-resistant strains. Think about that for a moment. This natural compound can fight bacteria that modern medicine struggles with. Cloves also contain compounds that help thin and expel mucus from your respiratory tract. When you have thick mucus sitting in your lungs and throat, it becomes a breeding ground for bacteria. Clove water helps break that mucus down so your body can naturally clear it out. Plus, the anti-inflammatory properties soothe irritated tissues in your throat and airways, which is why that constant tickle and urge to cough starts to disappear. Here's exactly how I make my clove water, and this is important because if you do it wrong, it won't work as well. Every evening, about an hour before bed, I take 4 to 5 whole cloves, not ground cloves, whole ones, and I steep them in 8 ounces of hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. The water should be hot, but not boiling when you pour it over the cloves, because boiling water can destroy some of the beneficial compounds. I cover the mug while it steeps to keep all those aromatic oils from evaporating into the air. After 15 minutes, I remove the cloves, add 1 teaspoon of raw honey. This is crucial because honey also has antibacterial properties, and it makes it taste much better. And I drink it slowly while it's still warm. Some people prefer to simmer the cloves on the stove for 5 minutes in a covered pot, then let it cool for an hour and drink it chilled. Both methods work. I prefer the warm version before bed because I find it soothing and it helps me sleep better. Let me walk you through what happened during my 30-day experiment because I documented everything in my journal, and I want you to know exactly what to expect. Week 1 was subtle. I'm not going to lie and say it was a miracle overnight. For the first 3 days, I didn't notice much of anything except that I liked the taste. It's warm, slightly spicy, and comforting. By day 4, I woke up and realized something strange. I hadn't coughed during the night. Now, for 6 months, I've been waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. with coughing fits that would last 20 minutes. more energy during the day. Week 2 was when things really started to change. The mucus in my throat, that constant feeling like I needed to clear my throat, started to loosen up. I know this sounds gross, but I need to be honest with you. I was coughing up more mucus during the week, but it was easier to expel. My physical therapist friend Susan explained that this is actually a good sign. It means the Clove water was doing its job, breaking down that old, stuck mucus so my body could finally get rid of it. By day 14, my daytime coughing had reduced dramatically. I could have a conversation without interrupting myself to cough. I could read to my grandson without him getting annoyed. That alone was worth everything. Week 3 was remarkable. My voice seemed clearer. My husband said I sounded younger. People stopped asking me if I was getting over a cold. My breathing felt easier, like I could take deeper breaths without that rattling feeling in my chest. I also noticed something unexpected. My digestion improved. I researched this and found out that cloves have been used traditionally to aid digestion and reduce bloating. I hadn't even focused on that, but it was a welcome bonus. My energy levels were noticeably better. I wasn't dragging by 2 p.m. I was actually volunteering to take my neighbor's dog for walks, something I hadn't done in months because I was always too tired. By week 4, I felt like a different person. The chronic cough that had plagued me for 6 months was 90% gone. I only had occasional mild throat pain, which was completely normal. My respiratory system felt clear and healthy. I could breathe deeply without any discomfort. I was sleeping through the night consistently. And here's the kicker. I didn't get sick once during those 30 days, despite it being cold and flu season and my grandkids bringing home every germ imaginable from school. I'm convinced the antibacterial and antiviral properties of clove water were protecting me. Now, you might be wondering, is this just a placebo effect? Was it all in my head? I wondered the same thing, so I dug into the research. A study published in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research found that clove extract significantly reduced coughing episodes in patients with upper respiratory tract infections. Another study in the Journal of Dental Research showed that eugenol has antimicrobial properties comparable to some pharmaceutical antiseptics. Research from the National Institutes of Health indicates that clove compounds can help reduce airway inflammation, which explains why my breathing felt so much easier. And a study in BMC complementary medicine and therapies found that clove water can help modulate the immune system, potentially explaining why I didn't get sick during my 30-day experiment. This isn't just folk medicine or an old wives' tale. This is backed by actual science. The reason your doctor might not tell you about this is simple. There's no money in cloves. Pharmaceutical companies can't patent a flower bud, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Important warnings and who shouldn't use this. Before you run to your kitchen and start making clove water, I need to give you some very important warnings because clove water isn't safe for everyone. First, if you're on blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, talk to your doctor before using clove water. Eugenol can have mild blood-thinning effects, and combining it with medication could be dangerous. Second, if you have a bleeding disorder, avoid clove water. Third, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, this is not for you. There isn't enough research on safety during pregnancy. Fourth, if you're scheduled for surgery within the next 2 weeks, stop taking clove water at least 2 weeks before because of the blood-thinning effects. Fifth, some people are allergic to cloves. If you've ever had a reaction to cloves in food, obviously don't drink clove water. And sixth, never drink clove oil straight. We're talking about whole cloves steeped in water, which is very diluted. Clove essential oil taken internally can be toxic. Always use whole cloves. She'd been drinking clove water for 6 months, and her seasonal allergies had virtually disappeared. Another man said his chronic sinus infections stopped recurring. The more I learned,